So we're going to start with a French press. We're going to brew our Colombia El Ramo in the French press. I think the French press is a perfect brewing device for this El Ramo. It's real sweet, real chocolatey, real nutty, and a lot of those oils are just fantastic. 35 grams of coffee. So this is going to be a fairly coarse grind. Because it's an immersion brewing method, that water is going to be in contact with our coffee almost the whole time. So we want to make sure we have, kind of decreased surface area, so the water really has to work to get in there and get at those solubles. I'm sure everybody recognizes the French press from their grandmother's kitchen. I know I do. So I'm just adding that 35 grams of coffee. So we're going to add heat and hot water to it, let some of that trapped carbon dioxide that's in there from the roasting process out. You'll see it kind of starts to bloom up a little bit. So start that clock. Cool. So there's 100 grams. We're just going to let that sit there for about 45 seconds. Let that coffee really start to off gas. I struggle with this frequently. So the difference between something like a French press, which is an immersion brewer, or something like this Hario V60, which is a pour-over device, you have to make a decision on how much time you have in the morning to actively brew coffee. The benefit of this French press is that after we kind of pour all of our water in there, we're just going to let it sit for a couple minutes, and we can walk away, take care of the kids, do anything we need to in the morning. The only real con of this is that you have to clean it afterwards, and that gets kind of tough when you're dealing with multiple screens in this. I really love doing a pour over in the morning. It's insanely easy. It's a little more time intensive because you're actively brewing the whole time, but cleaning it up is just taking that filter out and throwing it in the trash. So we're at 2 minutes now. That water is getting in there. You can see all those particles swirling around in there. Give it a little stir just to make sure the brew bed is agitated. So we're at 4 minutes, and I'm sure everybody knows the part that comes next. It's that really fun plunge. And so all we've done is we've really just separated the spent coffee grounds from our coffee, and we're going to try to get that out of there pretty quick because that coffee is going to still continue to brew. There it is. There you go. Voila, we've got coffee.